Everyone, I'm Rukhaya, the media advisor of Rangin Yuva Sena, and today we have a chief guest with us, Mr. Bharat Kumar Samrat. He is an education and stress counselor at. Today we have him here to interview to know him better. So welcome to RYS. How are you feeling, sir?
Thank you so much. I feel privileged to be here amongst this group, Team RYS. So RYS has been into many aspects, catering the needs of people. So I really feel honored present here, to clear certain things that the RYS needs from me.
Thank you so much, and we are very glad to have you here. And I'm personally very excited to ask you all these questions. Some of these questions are from our audience, from our followers on Instagram and Facebook. So why don't you start by telling about yourself? Introduce yourself to our audience.
So as the RYS team has introduced, I am Bharat Kumar Samrat, presently working as an education and stress counselor for that comes under the MHA CAPF. So not much into my profession. I'm a very simple person who has a background from NCC National Cadet Corps, and then throughout my journey I've been meeting a lot of people who have inspired me, and just because of them what you see me here is the result.
Thank you. Please walk us through your life, like the kind of education you have had and everything.
Okay. So my father, he's from armed forces. So I had at very young age, I had that ambition or goals or targets of wearing a uniform like my father did, and then I used to march in my home. So looking at that, even my family supported, and I never thought like I would be into the forces, but luckily due to the support of the family, friends and the organization, throughout my life I'm focused, and then that has led me till here. So throughout my life or journey, my education details and all, I've been born in Kolkata, and then I've been brought up in several other places because my father works in the armed forces. We had to move from one place to another. So that is the result, I came across many languages through my journey of life, and then I'm aware of how people are, things are in different places. So my primary education happened in different places of Andhra and Telangana, and secondary education happened in Rajasthan, and my graduation I've done it from AV College, Hyderabad, and NCC cadet I've done my NCC from Anwar Bloom Degree College, and then my masters from Osmania University. So my qualification is BSc, B.Ed and M.Ed. So I've done all of them with an intention of joining forces. So right now I'm into the forces, and I'm really very happy for that.
Okay. So what was the motivation behind joining the forces, even though you have a master's degree, like you had another option?
So I was the only target before me was looking myself in the uniform. I didn't focus much on I didn't think of what I was actually having, a master's degree or a bachelor's degree. That doesn't mean a lot for me. What I focused was I have to be in a uniform, and that motivated me, and that was the only option what I was looking forward, though I had a master's degree. And as my parents were wanted me to be in the education field, and luckily I found myself in the same cadre here in the armed forces also, and for that I'm privileged, I feel.
Okay. Tell us about your experience in SSB since you have screened out like 3 times.
So SSBs are not just interviews for me, they are lessons for me, because I've attended 3 SSBs, one in Bangalore, 2 in Bangalore and one in Allahabad, 41 2 3 entries, NCC special entries, and one through CDSC. So all that I experienced was whether it was a screen out, conference out, or a medical out. But I was out. The entire thing was I was not selected. Many people call it as Bharat got rejected, but I agree Bharat is not rejected. He is not just selected. Okay, so reject is something, the term I often call it in a negative sense. So I just say that they are experiences what I had. I learned many things from SSBs, AFSB Mysore, and the other competitive exams that I gave. So I can better tell you, like, the more you experience, the more professional one becomes. So that is the same thing. I've undergone different, those are the attempts of learning, and that's the way life teaches us. Once you fail, sometimes you pass, and then, but at the end of the day, you learn something or the other.
So Mr. Bharat, you have written CDS exam. So tell us about your preparation and experience.
Well, I didn't clear the CDSC exam completely, but let me give you an advice to what extent CDSC can be prepared. So, like, I didn't attend any academies or training sessions. I had my own practice, and I suggest you with the same own practice at home. Like, there are several other materials regarding the Indian polity, economy, history, geography and all. So kindly make notes of them personally, so that when you go through the topic, each and every topic, you understand it in your own way. You have your own set of examples for that. So when you prepare the notes, a two-way practice is being done. Once you are revising the things, the other time you are noting down the things. So likewise, when we go with, making our own notes, so a dual round of preparation is happening, and that helps a lot while answering the things in the exam. So
You have been awarded overall Best Conduct Trainee Award. How did you feel receiving it?
Well, it was a privilege for me, because the entire training, Best Conduct Award is not a small thing. Okay, for the entire period of 9 months, the panel have been reviewing, and all the officers supported me. They have supported my level of discipline, my level of participation in most of the activities there, and then I've been honored with the Best in Conduct Award out of 254 trainees present on ground there. So that was a great honor for me, receiving such award. With great persons. I don't want to reveal the name of the officers, but I feel it prestigious, and that gives me like an intense feeling, like you need to work for more of achievements. So whenever I feel I'm stepping back, or I want motivation, I look at the trophy, or I look at the achievements or certificates, or the photographs, and I'm again charged. That happens too.
Yeah. So starting from your school life, you have achieved a lot till now. So can you just list some of your achievements that you remember till date?
Okay, so school days, I'm not I don't have that much of record from my school days, but the first thing is like I scored 100 on 100 in chemistry, and that changed the perception of people about my caliber. So that was the time, like when I was selected for RDC, I represented the state nationally at Rajpath in 2016, and then I've received trophies for flag area and for Republic Day contingent, and then Prime Minister's rally. And then after that, it has been a series of achievements. I've been into my teaching. There also I've been awarded the Best Teacher Award for a couple of years. And then into my training days, I've been awarded the Best Trainee and several other prizes for the different competitions of debates and all that happened there. So they all charge me. Whenever I look at them, or whenever I think of what motivates me. All these things motivate me.
So what is your advice to SSB aspirants out there?
Don't stop. Okay, the simple advice like everyone gives. Okay, don't stop, because failures are a part of life.
Yes.
Okay, so when you fail, you come across a barrier sort of thing. Okay, then you try to understand what led to that situation, work on it, and then you will succeed. So stepping back and then you getting demoralized or demotivated is not something that is expected. So never stop, look forward, for the life will be giving you further more opportunities.
So what do you think about NGOs and social service? Do you think they can bring a change in the society? And if you have any ideas, please share with us.
Well, definitely NGOs are very good initiatives to lay helping hand to the government, because government can't creep into each and every corner, because regarding the population issues or regarding the certain issues that happen in the society. So NGOs taking up initiatives to reach people is a very good startup. So when the youth gets into these sort of NGOs and all, it's quite appreciative. It's like gives us the status of what really the youth is interested into. So it's a great message to all the audience, all the people there out in the society, like people who are interested to serve off screen, not in the uniform, and still they can do it here. So these sort of NGOs are really appreciative, and they do, I believe, they bring up a change in the society.
We have talked a lot about your achievements and everything. So tell us about the times when you, tell us about the difficult times that you have been through.
Difficult is, I never thought I was in a difficult situation, because I don't stop at one place. As I say, don't stop. I've implemented the same policy in my life too. So I didn't stop anywhere to think that what was wrong with me. I just on the way, like whatever I felt doing, like this is the right thing, I've been doing good so far. So there's I don't think there are difficulties in my pace. There might be, but I don't focus on those difficulties. But the things like there comes a situation which might break you sometimes.
Yes.
Okay, but all like a lock and key, they are a part of each other. Okay, जहाँ पे लॉक है वहाँ पे it's important for the key to be there. Okay, similarly जैसे लॉक एंड की एक साथ आते हैं, प्रॉब्लम और solution.
So Bharat sir, how do you deal with stress, and what is your advice to the young generation out there who are who are going through panic attacks and stress? How do you advise them to handle everything?
Well, this is a vast topic, but I just want to cut short. So today's youth is misguided in the name of stress, depression and all. So whenever I just came from the education background, from the teaching, so I came across many things like stress and depression come very at early childhood. 6th class students, 7th class or 10th class students talking about stress and depression. So actually that isn't a stress or depression. Everything depends on what we think. So when we think like a situation is creating a lot of fuss over your brain, we name it stress, or stress in later stages leads to depression. But the exact thing is वजह ढूंढना है. Okay, for anything to be done successfully, you need proper excuse, you need proper reason to clear any exam. Proper reason ढूंढो आपको, एक valid reason जो आपको 4 to 5 hours पढ़ने के लिए एक जगह पे बिठा सके. Like it might be economical problem, it might be like any other issues. Take up a reason that will make you sit there for a couple of hours to focusedly study, and you'll do it definitely. Don't ever feel like you are stressed or depressed. No person is stressed or depressed. It all depends on how you think and what you think. So this is the advice for the next coming youth generations. Like modify your thoughts. Don't think that negatively, or don't feel distressed, depressed, or stressed out. So whenever you feel such things, go with what your passion says. And when in passion, you don't feel that depressed or such things. So I advise youth in a very simple words: never stop, and don't ever think like the situation is demanding you. Okay, take light, and everything will be going fine.
So how did you come across RYS?
So it's directly through the founder. So Prashant Michael is my junior. He's my brother. Okay, and through him I've come across this RYS. And from the beginning, I'm not active into this RYS. I've always been a passive member of this RYS. So that is how I came across RYS. And he always shares me whatever activities that happens. He takes advices from me, like what next we can plan. And then I feel happy when he asks me whether it might be implemented or no. But when he asks me for the suggestions to improve or for the growth of the organization, I feel really very happy to give my helping hand to the organization. And RYS will definitely have a great future ahead. And all the best, RYS.
Okay. What are your goals and ambitions from now on?
Well, I have a very big goal of clearing the civil services, to be very frankly. And then after that, like leading life, and that's a different thing. Okay, but my main motto was always about civil services, and I hope I'll do it in a proper way.
Okay, so to conclude this session, please give a message to our youth out there.
So youth is one such energetic thing that has a caliber of changing the entire fate of nation. So when this energy is used in a positive manner, the country's growth will be very active, and you can see great change in the coming generations. So the youth should not be misleaded or misguided, and focus on such certain things where you feel like your passion drives. It might be your career, it might be your professional life, or it might be your personal life. So always stay happy, never take the fuss into your life, and stay focused.
Thank you so much for coming and sharing a lot about your life, and we are really grateful to you. And I hope whoever is watching this video is going to get inspired in some way, and I can personally say that I'm very inspired and excited to work on my goals right now. So thank you so much for coming.
It's a privilege to be here.
So if you like this video, please share this with your friends and family and people who are preparing for such exams. And RYS will be coming with more such videos and more such inspiring people. So stay tuned for our other videos.